thing that wasn't live. If you know, you know. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, yo, it's me, the one AJ Anthony Jordan, the man you've been seeing all flipping week. And I promised you there was more. It's not just me. They're all in the house. Introduce yourself, boys.
Me, Nico Lero, Double V, the Viceroy, Verisimilitude. What up to my Nicoholics?
Big Tone, once again in the zone. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna...
Happy New Year.
My apologies talking over everyone. I'm done the tech. The wrestling fan that don't watch wrestling.
Hey! Drink.
It's going to become iconic. It's going to become as iconic as the on Movie Mount Rushmore.
It's the shocky ducky quack moment of the year. But okay, guys, in the middle of the whole 7 days of ministry comes day 5. No, it's going to be day 6. Yeah, this is 6.1 and 6.5 is coming later on because we could not help but react. You can tell by our accents, we are London boys. We are from the UK. And today, just after our show of the year got dropped, coincidentally, on Instagram comes out the news that, hey, there may be an even bigger show of the year. Show of the year may have been cemented already because London is getting Money in the Bank for 2023. I was shocked as hell, and we all just lost our shit. So I'm going to just put it out there and say, guys, what was your instant reaction? Nico, I'll let you go first, my bro.
Oh, over to me first. Okay. Shock and awe, to be honest. Like it's it's giving me 1992 vibes. This. It's like, okay, so clearly we made enough noise when Edge came out that Hunter went, oh, the Brits make some noise, did they? Okay, cool. So we can do this again. If they're gonna do like that for a Hall of Famer who's a little bit over the hill, if they're gonna sing like that to On This Day, fuck me, what are they gonna be like to Cody Rhodes when he comes out to Money in the Bank? Ow!
Nice. Big Tone.
Yeah, man, I was 100% excited. I was like mission accomplished because, again, Nash at the Castle, we turned up probably better than any other pay-per-view of the year. That is the power of UK fans. I'm glad Hunter sees it. I'm glad WWE sees it and recognize it. And then not just give us a pay-per-view, it was one of the best, one of the most exciting of the year. So, man, all I know is that we're going to be there and London is going to burn the house down.
That's the one. Leon, people can finally hear your voice, bro.
Yeah. You can hear me loud and clear, right?
That's it. You're in. You're in.
Cool. Right. So, yeah, absolutely excited about it. About time. See, here's the thing. I'm really pissed about that audio problem because I specifically said something about the show of the year being Clash of the Castle. And in that, I was saying it proves that the UK has the facility to host more shows. And I was saying, like, you know, obviously we need to, like, get more shows here. And I was kind of, like, saying, like, you know, come on, Triple H, come on, like, you know, make it happen sort of thing. And lo and behold, here it is in London at the O2, Money in the Bank. It's a big deal. It's an absolute big deal.
Yeah, I'm loving it. And then the tech.
London. No driving, no flying, just a train journey. Oh, you don't understand. I've been to several WrestleManias. It's taking a flight over there, booking a crappy hotel or a motel, sitting there for a while, going to all the shows. Yes, it's fun, but we spend a lot of money. Now it's here. We didn't even Clash at the Castle. It was in Wales. Yes, it's another country. I'm sure it's the UK, but it's another country. In Wales, we found out the name of what a hard shoulder is because we don't even know the language for Welsh.
Dim Lane.
The Dim Lane.
But nonetheless, we had fun at Clash of the Castle. Yes. We're gonna kill it and the greatest thing, we've got a roof. There is a roof. Bro, it's gonna be loud.
So for anyone who's not familiar with who the Ministry are, and I said it in our show of the year video, we tore down the O2 already. I guarantee it. We tore it down. Yeah, Roman Reigns acknowledged us when we came up with, "Oh, head of the table." I'm gonna bring it again.
I was a punk that night. At that point, I became the worst person to be around. But my friends, being my friends, allowed me to be a punk, and they just forget him. We're gonna make sure he noticed us. And I'm sitting there just when he turned around, I was like, oh God, I want to sing now. Thank y'all. Y'all smashed it. And yeah, it was freaking amazing.
Hey, if we're going to Money in the Bank here, we have to be louder than that night.
100%.
Why are you saying if?
When?
We have to be louder than that night, like literally louder than that night. Oh, and all this time you lot were talking about me and Tone and this DLR and Tram business, where you know what? Me and Tone can say now, yeah, that
You're so far out that
we have a pay-per-view right under our noses, like you know what I'm saying?
In the countryside.
So
we
when
had
it
money in the bank.
So
we had money in the bank in our borough.
All right. So when it comes to Wembley, then that argument's null and void. Because I can literally see Wembley out my door. So
Look, me and AJ, we keep quiet about this and just sit back.
What I will say, what I loved about it was, yeah, 100%.
London.
And do you know what I loved about it was the reaction. The reaction that came on from how it came on, because I want to read how this happened, right? So I've just realized it's time to post a poll for the video, and I'm like, yo, we got a pay-per-view. Big Tone's initial response are, oh right, I saw it differently because I just saw nice, followed by, are you mad, son? And that is the part where I was like, everyone has paid attention to what we've got. It just felt like such a moment, and I was like, yeah, we're in. Like again, as Den said, we had to travel. We went hours for that Clash of the Castle, and then seating wasn't what we hoped for it to be. I just feel like everything is aligned. We've got a pay-per-view, and then we've got the arena that we know and love. Put that together, it's gonna be amazing. And Leon, going back to what Nico said to you, what do you mean if, bro? I told my brother who stopped watching wrestling over 15 years ago, and he went, "You what? Money in the Bank? I'm there. I'm there." So if he can say that, you got no excuse, bro. We are there. We are in the house, and we are burning it down. Seth ain't gonna have nothing on us. We are burning this shit down. So here comes the thing. It's gonna be post Mania. It's gonna be post Rumble. What matches would you guys like to see or hope will be there, or which contenders would you like to see in a ladder match? Who would like to go first?
See, I didn't even think that far.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. Two guys who are currently on the shelf that I would love to see come in are AJ and Seth. I've seen Seth live. I've not seen AJ Styles live. Now, these guys with a ladder would be amazing.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. That's
Finn Balor. He always puts on a banging ladder match, and he always has a memorable spot. Remember this spot?
Every time I hear that name, go on, call it.
Him and Andrade.
Yeah. Oh, my spine shivers every time I think of that.
You know what? Yeah, like it's gonna be a little bit obvious, but Dominic versus Rey Mysterio.
Is that match you're looking forward to?
In a ladder match.
Ooh, do you know what? Back in UK soil, that might be a thing.
Why is that?
That might be a thing. Dominic versus
because
Rey.
because he turned on his father in the UK, innit? So.
Oh yeah, Clash of the Castle.
Well, he turned on Edge in the UK. I see where you're going.
He became a heel.
I don't know, man.
It would be interesting, and it would come full circle to the ladder match he had with Eddie Guerrero.
You know what I just want? I don't want it that deep. I want Ricochet. I want people that can bounce all over the place. That can do stuff that they shouldn't be able to do. I just want to see I want to see flippy shit. That's all I want to see.
Ricochet and Mustafa Ali would become strong contenders.
Who's the new luchador that they've signed from AAA and AEW?
Oh, yeah.
Leon Big Tone, help me out. It's not
I know him.
Who? WWE?
Dragon Lee, isn't it?
Yeah, they just signed a guy recently.
For AAA.
Yeah, he should be featured in a ladder match because he's starting NXT literally this coming week, I think. So if they build him up in time to get on a UK pay-per-view, he's like a certified luchador. Dragon Lee, yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, right, sorry, I heard you say it,
Yeah. Get Dragon Lee on that pay-per-view if we're talking flippy dippy. Shit, sign Ray Phoenix for one show.
Yo, but for real, it doesn't matter who comes out. It doesn't matter who comes out there. It just, I think we will still tear the place up. We will still cheer the place like crazy. It'd be wonderful to get a nostalgic act as well, so we can go all out for that. So someone the fans would just cheer, just up, someone that pop. Mick Foley come out, bang bang. Just someone
You
to
know
pop.
what? You know what? Yeah, like it's very funny that we have Clash at the Castle, and then months later, we instantly get another pay-per-view without it even being thought about. So does that mean that Vince was the one saying no to UK pay-per-views?
Yes.
Well, here's the
No,
thing.
pay-per-views are saying no to pay-per-views. Pay-per-views is the problem. Now it's live streaming event or whatever. What's it called?
Premium live event.
That's what's making it able to happen. And people saying just bring it over here.
Yeah, but Money in the Bank is a well, you could say a prestigious pay-per-view, like, you know, or live event then, if it's that now. Clash at the Castle was a first of its kind, but Money in the Bank, like, you know, there's history of it. You go in the WWE network, you know, there's the history of it going all the way back to where it started at WrestleMania. So the fact that we've actually got that now is a start. We're obviously not going to get SummerSlam around the corner, but it is a start.
Well, it's there with SummerSlam, Leon. Like they've said it's all over the news. It's one of the big five. Like the big four is a thing of the dead. Money in the Bank is one of their top 5 pay-per-views. That's been everywhere in the press today. We are there. It's not like we're not at SummerSlam. We are. We're getting one of the big 5.
That's why I say it's a start, because obviously you know what the end game with what we all want, don't you? Like, you know what we really
We're never getting a Mania. I don't believe we'll ever get a Mania.
I would never say never because we're one of the third. I would never say never because we're one of the third biggest market for WWE, and they've done it in Canada. They've done it. The reason why they wouldn't do it over here beforehand was because to get the pay-per-view audience, it would be too late or early, whatever it is that to do to make it work for them. Now they can do it normal time and bring it onto the live streaming system because they're not looking to get money from those TV people. We could get a Mania. Let's go there, everyone, and tear the place up and bring another pay-per-view and tear the place up and go, you know what? We need to bring a Mania here.
I agree.
Okay, so someone needs to carry a sign saying Mania next.
Well, do you know what? Screw it. The same way O-Head at the table was a thing. We want Mania. Every match, every interval, we want Mania. To any UK fan watching it now, that's the thing. We want Mania. Let them know that we will drown the bitch out with that. But it goes back to what Den said. It's buy rates are now a thing of the
We're going to start that chant.
Come again? What was that, Big Tone?
We're going to start that chant. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing,
definitely going to start that chant.
One thing that I did question about it, and I'm wondering why we did get Money in the Bank. Correct me if I'm wrong. I should have really done my research before going live. Was Money in the Bank not relocated last year because of poor attendance sales?
Yes, it was. You're quite right.
I've got a feeling while they've got a chance and they saw what we done and how we rushed to it and record sales of it, I think WWE saw a chance that they know we buy out. They also, economy-wise, they're probably getting it for dirt cheap because the dollar's doing way much more than the pound. So I think there's a few factors that's worked out for them economically, but I'm not complaining because they're seeing the opportunity. We can prove that we can host these kind of events. And I think when they see a raucous crowd, going back to what we done for Edge, what Drew McIntyre flipping receives as a freaking ovation, despite the fact that we booed the shit out of the guy. We do love you, Drew. In case you're watching, I've said it. Thank you. You are appreciated. You are the guy who brought us the Clash over. But, you know, essentially, they know we're that crowd. And then going back to what Den said, we are active. We are that market. It's always been there. You know, SummerSlam 92 was there, but the time difference bucked us up. Now seeing what Clash at the Castle's done, I'm a bit of a spoiler to anyone watching. Clash at the Castle's winning the votes for what was show of the year. Like it's.
We know it's not going to. Let's not go there. We know who we should win, and this person above me has got the right idea too. Right? That's it.
Listen, I'm just saying it is what it is. I'm just saying people have recognized what. Not only was it a solid card, there was a decent crowd behind it, and that is very.
It is too.
Yeah. It's very interesting when you watch what could happen on the other side. Like people will call, okay, we all know the thing behind it, but no one really gets excited for a crown jewel. It's just a glorified house show.
Well, that used to be the case.
I know,
Jewel's
but what I'm
got
saying
the
is,
last few times.
but it's been decent. But look at the love that came for Clash. Like no one, all of us here, no one's commented below as I've asked them to and said, "Hey, what about a crown jewel?" Like Clash got a lot of love. Clash has been in the discussion for a minute, and that's the part I'm laying out.
Clash was one of those exciting pay-per-views of the year. Like due to like as the fans, basically. We made it what it was, we made it as exciting as it was. That main event with Drew and Roman was not being what it was without us, the vocal fans. Like we have like noticed that they took stuff and they thought, can you imagine the reaction when your favorite superstar is climbing that ladder? They got their hand on it. What everyone's gonna be screaming, what everyone's gonna be shouting. Not only that, but like some of the comedy stuff that we did.
Can I just say, if he doesn't win at Mania,
like we made Baby do that little. Say again.
No, sorry.
Has anyone seen a ladder match before?
Again,
anyone seen anyone been to a Money in the Bank match before?
Not been to a Money in the Bank before.
I saw when Jack Swagger won, and it took him a good like minute to 2 minutes to take that off. To the point where the crowd, because the crowd was behind him when it's going up, start to unhook it, and he couldn't unhook it, and the crowd turned on him like that. But in the TV version, the crowd was behind him the entire time. And he just clipped it off. Oh my God! Everyone around me just instantly become, hey, we're now best friends because we all booed at the same time. You don't understand the feeling of being at a show where the entire section. Actually, you do understand the feeling. People are with me right now. They don't go into a section and join a section. They take the section and own the section. My man. All ahead of the table. You had me cheering it last time. And I think Drew's boring.
No, I like Drew. I love Drew. One of the spots I want to call is if he doesn't win at Mania, anyone fancy seeing a Cody cutter off a ladder?
Well, this is what I was about to say. Like, this could be what, because more and more what you've been telling me about, if they do get The Rock, Cody won't even be at Mania, which will break my heart because I'd love to see Cody with Dan at Mania. But your pitch of turning up the following night on Monday Night Raw does make sense, and then him winning. It's also kind of a nice way to protect Roman's stock a bit, because losing to someone from a briefcase cash in isn't so damaging. But then again, I'm also questioning, like, if Cody wins the ladder in Money in the Bank ladder match, he cashes in on Roman, and then he wins it that way. Is he fulfilling his dad's legacy properly? Yeah, he's holding the title, but that way, we've built Cody up now. He's like big dude, big man. He's got. I think he's got to beat Roman straight. I'd actually go as far as to say that Cody wins the Rumble, Cody beats Roman at Mania, and then whoever wins Money in the Bank fucks Cody up. And I'm calling Randy Orton.
If Dusty Rhodes can hit people with cowbells, Cody Rhodes can cash in a Money in the Bank briefcase and win that championship for his family. Legacy.
He wants to. He'll probably be one of the people that will win the Money in the Bank and going, I'm cashing it in on this date, because he wants to win legacy way, not a run in and sneak.
Correct. But I could see if Cody is holding gold, but him and Randy have got history. I could very easily see there being like a surprise entry into the Money in the Bank ladder match if Randy isn't back yet.
Brock Lesnar.
I've heard the rumors.
You know what? Seeing Brock live.
I heard rumors that like Randy actually might be done.
He might be done. Yeah, I've heard this, which breaks my heart. But we got to see him live, which was cool.
Yeah. Like I would love for him to go out properly on his sword, like on his shield, with one more proper big main event angle or something, one big feud. I mean, it breaks my heart that him and possibly Adam Cole as well might be going out in this fashion.
That hurts me too.
Randy might be going. Done.
Randy might be injured, and he might be done.
His injury is bad.
His back injury is worse than they thought. And again, age.
You know what?
You got to think of it. This guy has been doing so many RKOs. It can't be doing him any favors.
Not just that, he's been around before Juan Cena. He's been around for a long time. Yes, he's been out with a lot more injuries, but he's been around. He's been consistent for a long time. What's bad about it is if it's going out now, this is when he was having the most fun. Like
I know.
you've seen Randy just bored. I'm just doing it. He's just a natural athlete, and this time he was having fun.
Yeah.
And but you know what? It's not about that. We can talk about that on another show. Let's talk about London.
Well, here's the thing: keeping it London.
But the fantasy booking. What about the women? Leon, I know you're down with the darkness at the moment. I imagine you'll pick Alexa, yes?
The best return.
Bro.
Yeah. If you're looking, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Let's carry on. Wait for another show and I'll laugh at you there.
Yeah, fantasy booking for the women's ladder match. Like, who would you like to see? What would you like?
It's going to be Charlotte winning, even when she's got the title. She's going to win the Money Bank and have the title at the same time. Give everything to Charlotte.
Bianca Belair and Ronda Rousey.
In the ladder match, bro.
Ladder match.
Yeah. What? Well, I don't understand.
Who should win
there's a ladder match with women. There's a group of women having a match together. Not
Bianca
just two
Belair
women. Both of them winning the ladder, the briefcase.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So I thought you meant like
matches.
What match would you want to see? To be honest, Leon, it was said that way, so I can see why you would be confused.
It's all good. So what do you think?
No, I was actually just thinking like ladder match sort of thing. Yeah, you know what? Probably I'll go with Alexa then. Yeah.
I'm going to say one answer and one answer only. Io Sky. Io Sky is going to blow the fucking roof off.
Who the hell is Io Sky?
Io
she's not your girl. She's with Bailey.
Oh, okay. The part of the Bailey team. Sorry.
Yeah, the Bailey
team. I'm so sorry to them, but it's Bailey and her teammates.
No,
it's really
not.
messed up. I know they've got their really big, but being that, but yeah,
only one of them's not holding gold.
Yeah, I know, which is weird because she's had nothing but title matches. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing. Stop having title matches and losing. But anyway, Asuka to win the freaking briefcase. Reward her for 2020.
Asuka,
she won the briefcase.
She's done it all, mate. Won the Rumble, won the briefcase. She's won.
I don't remember that.
Think the only thing Asuka hasn't done is elimination.
But it's got to be real. I mean, like, I don't think there's any woman like on the roster right now
Ripley.
that is like so intertwined in storylines that is not a part of the women's roster right now. So
she's winning a Mania, bro.
Maybe, but maybe not. Like, we don't know who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. We don't know what the main events are gonna be.
Rhea.
I would like that.
Can you get my prediction?
It's a very good shout for her to win. Yeah, but like, there's so many matchups that they can. So many few times.
Who's got the dog?
First timers. Yeah.
Big Tone, you just made a funny noise there.
Who's got a dog?
You know what? Yeah.
Who got the dog?
Hold on, Leon. Do you have a
dog? Leon, do you have a dog?
No. I'm not at home. Big Tone might have a point because like Rhea Ripley might be caught up in the Rey Mysterio situation. Because why do they keep showing these videos of him going to the house and like, you know, this kind of shenanigans happening?
My mom hit mommy. How about him winning the freaking Money in the Bank?
How about him winning the Royal Rumble?
I can easily see that occupying her from going for Money in the Bank, or you know what I mean. I can see that feud going on to WrestleMania. They're going to do the slow build, which is what Triple H likes.
Do you know what? Now that you talked about that, it goes back to what Nick said. Honestly, this could be Finn Balor's way of getting into the title picture. Mm-hmm. Literally, Judgment Day just helping him get his victory. Like literally, Rhea, for all she could lose the female Money in the Bank and still come out and just kick some male ass, and then you see Finn climb and take that briefcase. That's a fucking good shout.
And to be honest, like
this is too
that'd be a real good person for Cody to like lose his title to, and like that'd be a really good feud. The matches that you would get out of Balor and Cody, damn.
To see what I know about WWE is usually Mania. 2 weeks later, Raw and SmackDown in the UK, which so the end of April they're usually here. So they're gonna go April, go back to the US, and then come back over like 2 months later. Are they gonna come up? Yeah, they are coming over for Raw, but it's not in London. That's why Raw is not in London. Ooh.
But is it even a Raw? From what I thought, it was a WWE live. But talking what you know of WWE, let's touch it. Well, no, we'll bring that to the end because I don't really want to bring out a negative.
That's why.
Let's keep it positive. I'm going to put this on Nick. Sorry, Dan, but I have to keep it on Nick for this one. Right? We're talking about the treat that is London and having Money in the Bank, and this is what we're all gassed about. But have us UK fans forgotten about this? London is also getting an AEW show.
I was literally about to fucking say they better not put that show the same weekend as WrestleMania. I'll be pissed.
But the thing is, Clash, was it Clash and All Out? Was it All Out was the same? Yeah, Clash and All Out was the same weekend.
I'll be pissed.
We might be all out of cash. I mean, it was bad enough that we Clash and fucking Chris Rock to be doing in the bank.
Clash. I didn't say Clash. I said Mania. Imagine these fuckers host while Dan and I are away.
They would never counter program Mania in a different country.
Don't do it.
They would never counter program Mania. What happens during Mania? You have a bunch of wrestling shows around that area. So they're never gonna count. We can't counter program Mania. That's Mania.
Yeah. That's literally the Super Bowl. You can't do that. Tony Khan, don't
be dumb. Don't be dumb. Right, I can't afford to fly back that quick.
I think Tony is smarter than that. I don't think he's gonna like cannibalize his own like fan base because
I don't know. I've seen his new set. It's pretty
people who are going to see Money in the Bank are the same people that are going to see AEW. Are the same people that's going to see Clash again if that's a thing this year as well. So like I don't think Tony's that stupid.
Yo, on Saturday, what's going on Saturday?
While you guys are at the SoFi, we're headed over to Craven Cottage for an AEW show. That would be like the worst booking Tony Khan could ever do.
Hey, split that. We listen. The ministry would just go both ways. We conquer the world. International conquer the world.
We'll be Bullet Club in it, like literally every division. There's one of us somewhere.
But what you see, want to do some fantasy booking for dates for the AEW the night after on the Sunday. So the Saturday is WWE, the Sunday is AEW.
What has happened though is AEW need to announce their date now because money gets allocated, put it that way. And now that people are starting to save for this one, especially because we know it's going to, as much as we love the O2, we always said we would never host a pay-per-view based on capacity. We've been proven wrong. So you can imagine what that price tag is going to be like.
And those tickets are going to go so fast.
It's to be a Dynamite we're getting, just to be clear. They've announced that it's AEW Dynamite coming to the UK. So it's on a Wednesday.
Again, if you do 700-800 quid, and I'm not saying we are going that far, but if you do, for a decent Dynamite ticket, it's still going to cost you something. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And people need to start booking stuff.
I'm just talking about in relation to which day it's going to be on. I'm just talking about which day it's going to be on, not money. I'm like, it'll be on a Wednesday because it's
would it be live?
I'm just saying calendar-wise, they need to start securing tickets. People need to start securing tickets. Leon, do you have a dog in the house that you're in?
It's Leon.
Yeah,
he's the only one that didn't answer before.
He's not in someone. He's on location.
He's on location. He's skying for WWE right now.
He's got Roman Reigns, his old character, the big dog. But yeah. No, so look, I mean, essentially, it's a big moment and it's something to be excited about. Now, we've talked about the positives, Money in the Bank, AEW. London is being treated very, very well in 2023. And if that's not a way to kick off the year, I don't know what it is. However, every silver lining does have a cloud. I don't know if you guys have heard, but rumor has it, this gentleman, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, is scheduling to come back to the WWE as a to join the board of directors with the intent to sell. Apparently, if he doesn't want to get involved in anything else, he just add it. But apparently, rumor has it, he has said he will not. I think because he's got so much shares left still, he will not even authorize TV deals.
51.
Yeah, he won't authorize TV deals or anything unless he's back on the board. Thoughts?
Did he say that, or did someone report he said that?
Someone reported.
Currently, it's being reported, and there's stuff going like Wall Street Journal have apparently said that he's looking to come back onto the board of directors with the mindset. to sell.
He never left. He never left the board. That's what I'm
He hasn't
getting.
left the board.
He never left.
I'm getting the wrong words, but he's looking to get back.
He is an 80% shareholder who is now trying to offset his shares by being directly involved with the company to offset his shares. This is literally a gaslighting non-story. This is what every news article is running with because buzzwords are McMahon come back. It actually doesn't fucking mean anything. He's coming back to sell because he has had to retire in disgrace. He wants to get his money, which frankly, despite what I may think about the man, after the amount of work he's put in and the empire he's built, he is entitled to take what's his. Like, I've got no beef with him selling his shares and getting his money. He's not going to come back in a creative capacity. So as far as us fans are concerned, this is literally a non-story. Now, if he comes back in a creative capacity, fuck that.
What Nico said is the same thing, same point. Same point as Nico. Literally, he took the words and enjoyed them. Exact same.
Perfect.
Thing.
That's actually really refreshing.
Let everyone just chime in on that. Yeah. It does raise one question though, like who they selling to? Who they going to buy?
And Stephanie.
Is Disney gonna own WWE?
Yeah, you never know.
Well, in some countries, WWE Network is actually on Disney Plus. I can't remember where, but it is actually part of the deal. I'm actually really glad you highlighted that, though, Nick, because it comes back to that time when everyone was saying Stephanie sold X amount of shares, and it was just 2 weeks before her birthday. She probably bought herself a really nice car or something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm glad that that's highlighted, and there's nothing to really worry about. Because I found it weird. He's like, I'm not going to get involved in creative, and I was like, but if he's going to sell, what's going to happen?
So then it doesn't affect us. If he's not involved in creative, thank fuck and move on. Take your money, retire. We'll thank you when you die for creating an empire that has entertained us for the best part of 30 years. And we'll try and remember you fondly and not remember you for the fuckery creatively in your latter years and how much of an awful human being you apparently are. You know, it's like, go for now. Let us forgive because time is the magnificent healer. And then when you do die, which cannot be so long unless you're in the fucking forest drinking unicorn blood with Voldemort, it can't be that far away. You will die soon. And as wrestling fans, we will all say, thank you. No, we will say thank you.
Thank you. What we're saying, he is drinking unicorn blood and slithering around on the street. There's a little bit of silver on his face. He ain't gonna go soon. He ain't going soon. Money heals a lot of wounds. Look at his face.
I'm sure Vince has got his own Lazarus pit somewhere, and he'll be there beyond.
I love the way Nico's just like, he will die soon.
when he dies, people come for Nico. They come from like, I saw on the podcast you said he would die soon, and you've been in America recently.
Anyhow, in the middle of Money in the Bank. Even Mania.
While you're there,
H comes out and is like, Ministry of Wrestling, one of you called death on my father-in-law. Like, good luck to you. I'm not there. I have no involvement.
Easy.
I've always
Punch him in his chest.
I put out a video. Thank you, Vince.
Oh no! If Vince, was it Triple H said that? Triple H, easy. Yeah. Punch him in his chest. He's got a pacemaker.
Fucking hell! What is wrong with you guys?
I didn't say anything wrong.
One's wishing death on Vince, and the other one's like, yeah, go for the guy with the pacemaker. Fuck him up.
Big man, can we not fucking... Oh, whoa. Let's get real one thing here. I just said that an old man will die soon. That's a fucking that's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. Then just advocated beating up a cripple.
No. I said if you're fighting someone and we got a weak spot, go for the weak spot.
This man happens to have a pacemaker that makes him disabled. Yes.
And the weak spot is where they literally put a line where to hit the line. Right?
No, not about that.
Stop it.
But the
Stop. Enough.
I'm fucking
All right.
up. I'm fucking around.
Bad jokes aside, Vince and Triple H, I put out a video. Well, not so much to Vince, but I put out a video
Triple H,
earlier
love
saying
you.
thank you guys. Yes, exactly. WWE has been a source of entertainment. It is what brought these guys together, and it helps us to discuss wrestling. So there is no ill will. Vince will last as long as he does, and Triple H, we miss you many.
Let's make it clear. Those are my words, and they were bad humor on my side. No one else has involvement in this but myself.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But no, honestly, guys, look, we're keeping it short. Well, it's a bit longer than the usual videos you've been seeing this week, but it was just a case of us just expressing our excitement at the idea. Well, not the idea, the fact that 2023 has 2 major promotions coming to London, and we are going to enjoy the hell out of it. We will burn down arenas, not in a arsonist way, but in a Ministry of Wrestling, we does this way. Throw that shit up.
Saturday.
Guys, final words, final thoughts.
It's on Saturday. I'm gonna get lit.
It's 2 days before my birthday. I am gonna go ape shit.
Ooh, my birthday is the 6th of July.
I
Brother's birthday is the 1st.
Yeah, and a bus back. Yeah, that's so great.
Just yeah. It's
No
gonna be
knee
crazy.
pain after that long ass drive through the dim lane.
There you go.
I can look out my window and say, yeah, you know, pay-per-view was held right there. You know, history is being made once again.
I can sample the beverage before we go in, have a little drink, and get a little merry, go inside and sing "Oh Head of the Table." There or not. We can also share "We Want Mania."
We want
all
Mania.
night long.
Hashtag We Want Mania.
The last time Sami Zayn was here, we chanted Johnny Knoxville. I have a feeling we won't be doing that this time. Like, the love that man is going to get. The love
You know
that
what,
man
though? Speaking of Money in the Bank, like we'll probably get a Bray Wyatt entrance.
Yeah,
What have you done?
I'm down
What's
for
with you
that,
and Bray
man.
Wyatt? Bro, Taker left and you went, Bray Wyatt, aren't you Taker? You're now my new person. I know, I'm a Bailey fan, but Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
He's at the match yet. Talk about
This
this later.
was the
Talk
gold.
about this
This
later.
was the gold, right? Honestly, I've taken everyone's answers, and Return of the Year, I'm all for it. When I heard Superstar of the Year for a man who's not been in a company for the better part of one, and then has returned and not had a match in 2023, I was like, interesting.
Yeah, because it doesn't always have to be about the match.
Yes, it does.
You can't be
No,
Superstar of the Year and not have
Leon,
No,
No,
not
it
right
doesn't.
now. Not
No,
right
it
now.
doesn't.
Let's
Allow
save
to
this.
like
Let's
people.
save this for
No,
next
it
week at the
doesn't.
end of our 7 days of wrestling.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point then. That is a very good point, because that is a discussion to be held. That's an agreement. We won't even talk about it on WhatsApp. It will happen on screen. But guys,
The title of the video has got to literally be Leon said, "What?"
No, not even that.
Number one.
Clickbait. What did Leon say now?
Leicester won the Premier League. Was that meant to happen? So, you know what I mean? I digress.
Yes.
They
Flipping
played
over.
matches.
Let's not do it now. Take control. AJ, take control.
I'm
This is
trying
good.
to, but I've got laughing gas in
Yeah,
me.
but AJ's an instigator.
I know. Says stuff, walk away.
Right, okay, guys.
But-
If you want to know what Leon said, and
How
you want to know what our reaction, tune in next week. Now, if that's not a way to end the flipping show, what is? So, guys, this is the Ministry of Wrestling altogether. Before I promised it for next week, we are here. This is us talking Money in the Bank and AEW in London. Do tune in later on tonight, because you will be seeing our we've just done show the match of the year. This is going to be an interesting one, because spoiler.
Oh, my pick is
None of
ridiculous. My pick is done.
that's what's going to be interesting about that one. So it'll be very interesting to see which way you guys go on that. But until the next time, guys, I am the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
Nico Liro predicting the match of the year is not featuring Bray Wyatt.
And Big Joe, Leon, you can pick and like whoever you like.
Yeah,
I'm going to take
Leon Uso Sims, and you know what? I don't care, man. Like Bray Wyatt, get on me head off.
I'm Big Tone. Bray Wyatt's gone by the end of the year.
Okay.
That's a Big Tone, not the tech.
With Vince McMahon.
Peace.
Yeah, see, the dog just said fuck you.
Join us for next one. Join us for
All
next
right,
show,
guys.
y'all.
Yeah, see you.